I'm Quentin Van Meter. I'm a pediatric endocrinologist, board certified, and a board certified pediatrician. I'm on the clinical faculty of Emory University School of Medicine and also Morehouse Medical College as well. I've been a pediatric endocrinologist for 40 years. My training in endocrinology was at Johns Hopkins. Johns Hopkins was one of the places where what was then called transsexualism was treated, if you will, both medically and surgically. I have experience that goes all the way back to the late 1970s, where I was taught by Professor John Money, a clinical psychologist on the Hopkins faculty. What's important for the transgender child is to realize that there's immense suffering. No child would come to the conclusion that they're born in the wrong body if there weren't something inside of them that stirred them up so emotionally that they grabbed onto that as their saving grace. There is no other medical condition that I know of where a child gets to dictate their medical treatment based on their personal opinion. There just is not. We're taking the opinion of a young adolescent who's not able to vote, not able to drink alcohol, not able to drive in some states, not able to join the military, and we're giving that child the permission to say that they need this medical treatment, that they're in the wrong body. The child is essentially asked or given permission to diagnose themselves, and that's not part of science and not part of, you can't find that in any medical textbook or any psychiatric textbook. The use of suicide threat to push for transgender scares parents into consenting for these procedures to happen. They're counseled online, and these kids go to the internet. One of the things that they're instructed to say is, be sure you tell your pediatrician or your psychologist that you want to kill yourself, because that's how you get your drugs. The puberty blockers are drugs that specifically short-circuit the pituitary signaling to the ovaries or the testicles. The misnomer to say this is just a benign concept of pausing puberty. What you're doing is essentially stopping the physiology of puberty, which is a very necessary part of human development. Hormones of puberty are very necessary for brain development. Hormones of puberty are very necessary for bone development. And obviously the physical development of the child and creation of fertility. Cross-sex hormones is essentially the next step, which follows like a conveyor belt. In the European experience, 100% of the kids placed on puberty blockers went to the cross-sex or wrong-sex hormones in these kids. They're jacking the testosterone levels of girls up to 1,000 and estrogen levels up to 300. Those levels are, no one knows about the toxicity. The whole body of medicine is screaming at us saying, wrong sex hormones create disease. We are creating a disease state which will come back and haunt us for the rest of our lives. And I don't know how physicians or counselors can do that and sleep at night. We will know about this in 20 or 30 years, and we will have a population of thousands and thousands of medically damaged human beings. That poor person, if they have mutilated their body with cross-sex hormones, or even worse, surgical procedures, they wake up and realize the drastic mistake they've made, all because of an ideology that's being pushed without any science behind it.